how I manage 87 bookkeeping clients every single month. My name is Zach Pasquarello. I have my own bookkeeping business, Harrisburg Bookkeeping. I make these videos because I love talking about my bookkeeping business. I've been running my bookkeeping company for the past 5 years. I have slowly built my business to the point where I am now making $47,600 per month, monthly recurring revenue. In this video, I'm going to break down the strategy that I use to manage 87 bookkeeping clients. I'm going to start off by giving you some numbers. I'm going to tell you how much money I'm making, when I got these clients, how much they're paying. And then later on in the video, I'm going to give you some real world strategy and tips for managing your own bookkeeping clients. If I can manage 87 clients, you can manage 20 or 30 clients. Yeah, I make $47,000 monthly recurring revenue, but I didn't start 5 days ago. I did not quickly acquire 80 bookkeeping clients. It took me 5 years, slow, steady, consistent growth over the past 5 years. Let's not waste any time. Let's just jump right into it. Side note, everything I talk about is all based on what I literally do on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. I'm not teaching you theoretically what might work. I'm literally teaching you what works for me. Sometimes, I'll be honest, I've been making these videos for 2 years. Some of the things that I talked about 2 years ago, I might not necessarily still be doing today. Some things that I do today, I might not be doing in 2 years from now. That's because I'm literally telling you what I'm doing right now in my business. You might think it's wrong. You might think it's right. You might think it's helpful. You might think it's not very helpful. I'm just trying to be honest. I'm just trying to share what works well for me. That way, the idea is you can learn from me, avoid the mistakes that I made, and fast track to success. Truthfully, my goal is to teach you how to start your own bookkeeping business. So let's look at the numbers. When did I get these clients? How much are they paying? 87 clients. Total $47,600 per month, every single month. Average $547 per client. Okay, let's look. 2021, I got 5 clients. 5 of the clients I currently have right now, I got in 2021. Keep in mind, I had more clients in 2021, but I've lost them for various reasons. You're going to lose clients. They go out of business. They leave. Happens. Sucks, but it happens. They leave, or maybe they hire an in-house office manager, in-house accountant, in-house bookkeeper. Whatever the reason is, currently, I've got 5 clients right now that I got in 2021. Crazy. I also have 5 clients that I got in 2022. So 2021, 5, 2022, 5, 2023 is when I had some pretty explosive growth. I currently have right now 22 clients that I got in 2023. The cool thing about starting this business as you go, as you get older, as you get more experienced every year, the clients that I have from 2021, unless they go out of business, probably not going to lose them, right? Pretty safe assumption. If you've had a bookkeeper for 5 years, probably not going to switch unless their business fails or unless they sell their business or they decide to go in a different direction. So far, 5, 22. Now 2024 was the crazy year. 2024 is when everything changed. Currently, right now, I have 45 clients that I got in 2024. So 5, 22, 45. And then everything changed in 2025. This year, I stopped advertising. I stopped marketing on social media because I've hit my max. I've hit my capacity. I'm truthfully not really trying to get new bookkeeping clients. Instead, what I'm doing, side note, I'm growing my real estate debt fund. And I'll be honest, I'm going to start talking about that a lot more in 2026. In 2025, I'm going to continue talking about how to start a bookkeeping business, how to grow your bookkeeping business, how to manage your clients, marketing and sales. This year, I'm going to continue talking about that. But right now on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, the majority of my marketing strategy has shifted to growing my real estate debt fund. Right now, I'm trying to raise capital. Be honest with you. I'm trying to raise capital from high net worth individuals or even individuals who have $50,000, $100,000 of cash laying around. I'm offering 8% up to 12% fixed returns to my investors. And then I use their money and my money for real estate loans. I lend to real estate investors for fix and flips, specifically in Pennsylvania. So everything that I'm doing right now on social media is all geared toward that. Another side note, it's been pretty interesting. I've learned a lot about marketing and sales that I forgot, or I'm implementing new ideas, new strategies. So I hold a weekly call every Monday at 3 p.m. with other bookkeepers. We have right now 35 people in the cohort. You can sign up anytime if you want. There's actually a link in the description of this video. You can sign up to join our call every Monday. It's a live call. I'm there just like this. You're going to see me on a Zoom call, 3 p.m. every Monday. And it's been really interesting. I've been able to talk about my marketing strategy, my sales techniques that I'm doing for my new business. I've been able to talk about that and relate it to the bookkeeping business. So it's been really helpful, honestly, to learn and to remember and to refine my marketing strategies based on growing my investment fund, Zip Capital. And I've been able to relate to aspiring bookkeepers who are trying to start a new business. I feel like coaches and consultants, courses, I feel like people start a business and then years go by. They transition to education. They're teaching, but they're not really doing. So I'm not going to say the cool thing about me, but the unique thing about what I'm doing is that I'm teaching in real time while I'm also operating. I'm still operating my bookkeeping business. I'm growing my investment fund. And then I'm really just kind of sharing lessons learned in real time. I'm teaching things that I've done and things that I'm trying to do in real time. So I feel like my education has a different feel. Anyway, back to the video. 5 clients in 21, 5 clients in 22. I think it was 22 clients in 23, 45 clients in 24. So over the past 4 years, that's 77 clients. And then this year, even with no marketing, this year I've got 10 new clients. I have not 190 5-star reviews on Google. I already have a lot of clients. So even when you stop marketing, if you still have the Google reviews, the word of mouth referrals, the reputation, the online presence, even if you stop marketing, your bookkeeping business will still grow. But as you can see, much slower. I've only got 10 new clients in the first 5 months of 2025. Last year, I was at like 25 new clients in the first 5 months of 2024. So all in, 87 clients. Now, you're all going to ask me, do you have any help? Do you have employees, independent contractors, virtual assistants, overseas executive assistants, virtual admins? The answer is yes. I have one person helping me. He's a subcontractor. He is taking all of my new clients. So out of the 10 new clients I got in 2025, he has taken 5 of them. So I have 87 clients. He has 5. So I am personally doing the bookkeeping for 82 businesses, 82 clients. You might think that's impossible. Maybe that's inspirational. Maybe you question my honesty. That's okay. Truthfully, I'm not trying to convince you that I have 82 clients. Could not care less if you believe me. That's not what this video is about. I don't need your approval. I don't need you to think I'm smart, special, hardworking, none of that. The purpose of this video, and because I know there are some people watching who feel that way, and if you're watching and you feel that way, I'm sorry. This video is not for you. Instead, this video is for the aspiring bookkeepers who do think it's possible, who want to get 20, 40, 80 bookkeeping clients. So I know I kind of rambled the first 10 minutes. I'm sorry. In the second half of this video, I'm going to give you real world strategy, tips and tricks for managing your bookkeeping clients. I'm going to tell you what I do for managing my 82 clients. It's all me. I don't have an office manager, a virtual assistant, an office administrator. My subcontractor does work with me, but he only works on those 5 other clients. I do everything for my 82 clients. Let's break it down. First, keep it simple. That's going to be the theme for everything I talk about. Keep it simple. Specifically, the services that you offer. This is so important. Keep your services simple. I know what you're thinking. I want to make more money. To make more money, I have to offer more services. I should be doing taxes, CFO services, payroll, maybe working with QuickBooks Desktop. What if a client comes to me and they're using QuickBooks Desktop and they don't want to switch? I want to get that client. I'm new. I'm desperate. I'm hungry for a client. I don't want to turn away anybody. Listen, I hear you. I was you. I was you 5 years ago. I took on payroll, taxes, QuickBooks Desktop. I'm an accountant. I do it all. I'm here for it. What I quickly realized, and my goal here is to help you realize the same. What I quickly realized, it's really hard to be good at multiple platforms, different software, different services. You can do taxes for sure. You can do payroll. You can do bookkeeping. You can do CFO services. You can work with Sage, Xero, QuickBooks Desktop, QuickBooks Online. You can do it all. But you're not going to be good at it all. It's just math. It's nothing against you. It's nothing against me. It's just math. If you try to do it all, you're going to spend less time bookkeeping in QuickBooks Online. In order for you to be an expert, you got to spend 10,000 hours. That's 5 years. Working 2,000 hours every year for 5 years. You have to spend 5 years working before you become an expert. Only when you become an expert are you able to work efficiently, quickly. You're able to solve unique problems. You're able to do everything. You're able to have confidence. Only when you get to that point can you handle a large workload. So here's the thing. If you specialize, if you say no to people, if you turn down interested customers who want you to do their payroll, if you turn those people away, you will open yourself up to be able to handle more of what you are good at. You'll be able to, your niche, you'll be able to handle more. If you can handle more, if you can take on more work, you can get more clients. If you can get more clients, you can make more money. That's why we're starting a business. We're starting a business to make money. If you want to optimize your schedule, optimize your output, improve your efficiency, if you want to take on more clients, be prepared to say no to people who do not fit your specialty. Keep it simple. I promise you. It doesn't have to be bookkeeping with QuickBooks Online. That's what I do. It doesn't have to be that. Maybe you're watching my channel and maybe you want to start with bookkeeping, but eventually you just want to do CFO services. That's fine. But just be honest with yourself and just say, I'm starting the bookkeeping now so I can get my foot in the door, but then I'm going to go all in on CFO services. I really don't think it's a good idea to try to do both. If you're one person and you're trying to do both, I just don't think it's a good idea. It might work for some people. Maybe it works for you, but that's just my experience. Don't be afraid to just pick one, say no to everything else. QuickBooks Desktop, so sorry, I can't help you. You need payroll? I partner with a local payroll company. I partner with ADP. I can't do it for you, but I've got an amazing local company right here in town who specializes in payroll. Here's their email. Here's their phone number. Let me send you an email. Let me introduce you to the representative who I partner with at the payroll company, at ADP. They will take care of you. I will do your bookkeeping. They will take care of your payroll. I partner with a CPA. He'll do your taxes. Here's a CFO. She's amazing. She will handle all of your fractional CFO services. I'm just your bookkeeper. QuickBooks Online, I'm just your bookkeeper. Keep it simple. I promise you, it might sound counterintuitive. Learn from my mistakes. I spent 5 years doing this. I have 80. I guarantee you, if I tried to do payroll and taxes and see if I would not be able to handle 87 clients, I bet I would make less money if I did not specialize in bookkeeping. Keep it simple. Come up with a schedule. Come up with a system. So tip number 2, if you're keeping track, if you're writing these down, come up with a system. Do your clients weekly. When I got started, I was doing my clients monthly because I thought reconciliation, monthly, I'll just log into their QuickBooks, categorize all their transactions from the month before, reconcile their accounts all at once, and then we're done. That worked when I had 5 clients. I was really stressed out during month-end close because I was trying to do a whole month of work in 1 week. And then I quickly realized this is not sustainable. And also, when I was asking questions to my clients, they were getting frustrated because it was June 5th and I was asking them questions about May 3rd. Like, you took out $1,000 at the ATM on May 3rd. What was this for? And they were like, I don't know. I wish you would have asked me sooner. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I only do your bookkeeping once a month. And they were like, that's not good enough. And so I quickly realized I refer to it as I have to touch my clients' books weekly. That way, I'm only asking questions about what happened last week. That way, if there's something unusual, I can bring it to their attention right away. If the QuickBooks account, if the bank account, or the credit card gets disconnected from the bank feed, I can bring it up right away and they can reconnect their accounts to the QuickBooks bank feed. So touch your clients' books weekly. It'll make your month-end close so much less stressful. It'll take a little bit of extra time. You got to log into their account, update their bank accounts, update their credit cards in the QuickBooks bank feed. It will take a little bit extra time, but it's so much more scalable. So right now I've got 82 clients. I do about 16 clients every day. It's a lot of work, but it's manageable because I do it every single week. So keep it simple. Touch your clients' books every single week, and then develop a system for asking questions. So I know people like Keeper. I've never used it. I'm not affiliated with them. I don't have a referral link, but I do know that people like Keeper. I don't use Keeper. I don't use a CRM. I keep it simple. I just send an email. Here's a list of questions: the date, a brief description, and the amount. If it's less than 5 transactions, maybe I'll just send it in the body of the email. If it's a long list of questions, go to the bank feed. You can just export the transactions into an Excel file and then attach it to the email. Email the client, say, questions, see attached. Here's a list of questions. Who did you pay? Could you please provide a little bit more information? So I touch my clients' books on the same day every week. So every Monday, the same 16 clients. Every Wednesday, the same 16 clients. So they know to expect an email from me on Monday or Tuesday or Friday. Whatever day I'm doing their books, it's always the same. So keep it simple. Develop a niche for the services that you provide and the software that you use. Develop a system for doing the bookkeeping on a weekly basis. And then for the month-end close, for the reconciliation, I use Write Inbox for my email. It connects to your Gmail. So I use Google Suite for my email, and then I have an extension called Write Inbox. It enables me to send recurring emails. This is very important. On the first day of every month, I send a recurring email to each one of my clients, and I request their documents: bank accounts, credit cards, loan statements, payroll reports. Develop a system for getting those documents from your client. So what you should not do, don't wait until the day that you're trying to close the account. Don't wait until the day you want to reconcile the books to send the email to the client, because it's going to take them 2 or 3 days to email you back. So instead, schedule a recurring email on the first day of every month. Hey, please send me last month's bank statements, credit card statements, and loan statements. If you can, I recommend try to get view-only access to their bank account. This will make it so much easier for you to get the information that you need. You have your own username, your own password. You can log in directly to their bank account. Super helpful for looking at check images, for downloading bank statements. Very helpful for reconnecting the accounts to the bank feed in QuickBooks. When it gets disconnected, you have your own username and password that you can just enter in the login credentials and you can reconnect the accounts. Another tip for managing your clients. It's not a big deal in the beginning, but as you grow, communication is really important. So I don't do text message. My phone, I use my personal phone for my business. I don't have a separate business phone. I don't do text messages. I really try to encourage my clients to email me. I'm sitting in front of my computer all day. Email is very accessible. It's very organized. I don't have my business email. I don't have messages with my friends and family go through my business email, but with my text messages, I do have friends and family texting my personal phone, which is also my work phone. So I don't like when clients text me. Also, Facebook Messenger, LinkedIn, Instagram messages, even for prospective clients. If I have an interested client, I will very quickly try to transfer the conversation to email. I'll say, "What's your phone number? Let's hop on a quick call. After the call, what's your email address? Let me send you over a list of questions via email." So Facebook Messenger is great for introducing yourself to prospective clients, finding new clients, but I try not to prolong the conversation on social media, direct messages, or text messages. I try to do a phone call and then transfer communication to email. Whenever you're managing your accounts receivable as a business owner, I have 87 invoices I have to send every month. Praise God, that's a great problem to have. So blessed. I'm very happy that I have 87 customers. But at the same time, that's a big responsibility managing the accounts receivable for 87 recurring invoices. So I have an ACH authorization. Anytime I onboard a new client, they are required to sign ACH authorization for me to automatically debit their account. So they give me their checking account number, their routing number. They sign the document, and I tell them I will charge your account $500 on the first day of every month starting June 1st, 2025. And they sign it, and then I go to my bank and I enter in their account number, their routing number, and then I automatically charge their account every month. So I'm not sending them an invoice, but instead I'm automatically charging their account. And then in QuickBooks, I also manage my accounts receivable with invoices. So I do set up a recurring invoice in QuickBooks every month, and then I set up the recurring bank transaction in my bank. So the invoice, I don't send it to the customer. Instead, I just automatically create the recurring invoice in QuickBooks, schedule the payment in my bank. When I receive the payment into my bank, I'll match the received payment to the invoice in QuickBooks, and then I'm all done. The client doesn't have to do anything to pay their bill. They can sign the document, set it, and forget it. Last thing, client agreement. So a part of a client agreement is the ACH authorization. But then the first part of my client agreement, I outline the services. I date it. This is an agreement between Harrisburg Bookkeeping and you, the customer, whatever the customer's name is. Here are the accounting services. I will categorize your transactions. I will reconcile your accounts on a monthly basis, and I will generate your financial reports. These are the 3 accounting services that I am offering to you. And then I have like 2 pages of legal, blah, 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 whatever on the client agreement. I send it to them. I use PandaDoc. So a couple things here. The client agreement is for sale on my website. Check it out if you want, or you could probably make one up yourself for free. PandaDoc. I use PandaDoc to electronically deliver and sign all of my documents. If you want to sign up for PandaDoc, there's also a link in the description, tons of links, blah, blah, blah. You know what to do. Check out. You can sign up for PandaDoc. That's what I use. I love it. Works well for me. Is kind of expensive, but it's totally worth it. So anytime I onboard a new customer, before I start working, they have to sign the client agreement and I have to get paid. Those are the two things. So I use PandaDoc to pretty much do all of that. I send them the client agreement with the ACH authorization. They sign both. I enter their information into the bank. I withdraw the funds the next day, and then I start doing their bookkeeping. None of that happens until everything is signed, they're onboarded, and we're all good to go. That's it, guys. That's pretty much it for this video. That's how I manage 87 bookkeeping clients. Really keep it simple, communicate effectively with your clients, and touch their books on a weekly basis. Oh, I've got one more thing. One extra tip. You have to manage boundaries with your clients. This kind of ties into that first idea. Keep things simple. Only offer bookkeeping services for QuickBooks Online. Boundaries with your clients. You have to, and this kind of ties into everything. The client agreement, keeping things simple, having a niche. That's why in my client agreement, very specific. I do bookkeeping, categorize transactions, reconcile accounts, generate financial reports. Boundaries, especially as a bookkeeper. Clients are going to ask you to do a lot of things. Sales tax, accounts payable, accounts receivable. Can you help me with my budget? Forecasting. Can you help enter in my employees' time into payroll? Can you fill out this spreadsheet? Can you transfer these numbers over to that software? Can you log into this software and pull the vendors and the customers from that software and put them into QuickBooks? I say no to everything. I say no to everything. If I do something extra, I'm going to charge for it. This is business. We are both operating a business. Here are the services that you agreed to on the client agreement. I understand what you're asking me to do. Maybe I can help. So usually I say, nope, can't do that. So sorry, can't do that. So here's the thing. Here's why I can sleep at night by saying no to my customers, because I do a very specific thing. I generate financial reports, profit and loss, balance sheet. I do that very, very well. I communicate with my customers. I answer the phone when they call. I respond to their emails in 24 to 48 hours. The only way I can do that, the only way I can deliver high quality customer service is because I say no to everything else. I don't do anything else. You're paying me $500 a month to categorize your transactions and generate your financial reports. And I do that very well. I'm able to do that very well because I say no to everything else. So usually, if they ask me to do something extra, I'll say no. And the reason I usually say no is because typically what they're asking me to do is one of two things. It's either the function of an office manager. So a lot of times my clients will complain to me and they'll say, what do your other clients do? How can your other clients do this? And I will usually simply say, they have an office manager. You don't. That's why you're struggling. You're not struggling because your bookkeeper is saying no. You're struggling because you don't have an office manager. You don't have an office administrator or a virtual assistant. My other clients who I say the same thing to, I say, no, I can't help with that. They say, okay, no problem. I'll have my virtual assistant do that for me. And that's the expectation. I'm just your bookkeeper. I'm not your office manager. I'm not your virtual assistant. So, of course, I might be kind of saying that directly to you as the bookkeeping business owner because I'm trying to teach you. But of course, be a little bit more professional and polite whenever you convey that message to your client. But be honest, be straightforward, be upfront. That alleviates frustration. Say no. Sorry, I can't do that. Just say no. The other thing is that, so they're like bookkeepers are kind of in the middle. And then we have office managers who are less specialized, more generalist. And then we have CFO, fractional CFO services that are kind of like even more specialized than bookkeeping. Bookkeeping is kind of in the middle of like office manager and then tax prep and CFO services. Bookkeeping is right in the middle. So people ask me to do office manager stuff all the time. I say no. People also ask me to do tax strategy or forecasting or budgeting. Tax strategy, absolutely not. I say, that's a great question. I recommend you should consult with your CPA. You should consult with your tax accountant about that. I'm not qualified to answer those questions. With the forecasting and the budgeting stuff, I say that's more of a fractional CFO. Here's the difference. Bookkeeping, I'll tell you what happened in the past. Fractional CFOs, they'll tell you what might happen in the future. That past to present to future distinction is where we separate ourselves as bookkeepers. And I tell people, if you want help forecasting and budgeting, that's going to cost you $2,000 per month on average. Right now, you're paying me $500 per month just to do your bookkeeping. If you want a fractional CFO, that's an extra $2,000 per month. And guess what? They're not going to do your taxes. They're not going to do your bookkeeping. They're not going to do your payroll. They're only going to help you with forecasting and budgeting and other fractional CFO services. And I don't say that to be rude. I just say that to properly frame the mindset of my clients. Like, okay, I'm paying $500 for bookkeeping. I'm paying $1,500 one time per year for tax filing. For tax strategy and for fractional CFO services, that cost extra. That's it, guys. That's it for the video. Hopefully this was helpful. If this is your first time watching, I'm posting new videos like this every week to help you start and grow your own bookkeeping business. Check out all the links in the description of this video. If you made it this far, thank you so much for your support. It really means a lot to me. I will see you all next week.